Alright, so welcome to episode 21. This is Overbarrel time. So I just checked on the FilmWiki who wrote this episode, and it's not Amy King Rogers. It's actually Dave Polsky. So that's my first question. Not even getting into the episode. The song was written by Amy King Rogers, who had nothing to do with the actual episode. She had nothing to do with writing the actual episode. She just came in, wrote the song, that's it. What? How does that make... What? What? That's probably the first time that actually happened. I mean, you know, it's either the first time that happens ever in the show, or... And I'm just thinking, or Dave didn't have a song in the original writing script, and so Amy put it in there, and they automatically said, okay, if you are going to write the song for this, then you need to be in the, the writers section of the episode. And she just said, no, don't do that. It's completely Chris's idea, not mine. I just did the song. I don't know the theory behind this. I did not know, so I could not ask. Ask her in Baltimore. I did not know this at all. So I couldn't have asked her in Baltimore. Anyway, let's just get on with this episode. Overbarrel. A lot of new ponies and a new area, which actually became a lot more popular than Rock Ridge, Rambling Rock Ridge, whatever. The ponies and Spike, perfect, are all aboard the Friendship Express train to Appaloosa, where Applejack intends to plant the giant apple tree she is so tenderly named Bloomberg. Yep, that's right. Bloomberg's in this one. Suddenly, a buffalo stampede nearly knocks the train off its tracks after a little freaking I'd Like to Be a Tree by Fluttershy and a lot more in between. The buffalo managed to unhinge and make off with the car carrying Bloomberg and Spike, because, Spike couldn't stand the banter in the night, so Spike went to sleep with Bloomberg and, God, that just sounds weird. Saying it like that. In the confusion, Rainbow Dash and Pinkie Pie also go missing. The only thing that was confusing was how Pinkie Pie left. Dash trying to run after Little Strongheart, ran into a sign, a train track sign, and then the cart went off past her, so she flew after it. But we had no idea how Pinkie got there. Frickin' magic, man. Meanwhile, the others arrive at Appaloosa and are given a warm welcome from Applejack's cousin, Braeburn, who we originally thought was played by Andrew Francis, but apparently is actually played by Michael Dangerfield. God, it just feels so, horrible to, go back in, Everfree Northwest and Bronyville, and just think everyone thought that he was Braeburn. Everyone back then thought he was Braeburn. And now, everyone knows that he isn't. It's just it's like you hear them say, voice of Shining Armor and Braeburn, and when you hear Braeburn, you're just like, can't remember, it was before then. It was before then, so they didn't know. It's like, but anyway, Rainbow Dash, Pinkie Pie, and Spike meet up in the desert and visit with the buffalo, or at least, Spike tries to save. No, Dash tries to save Spike, but Pinkie keeps interrupting her. They almost get attacked by the buffalo, but Spike says they're good, and apparently buffaloes look up to dragons, and the three of them just settle in for the night. Young buffalo by the name of visit with the buffalo, learning about the herd that kidnapped Bloomberg, whom we never see again. That is it. Just like, opening scene, Spike comes into the room late at night, and that's it. That is it of Bloomberg. He's done. Where'd he go? Is he in Appaloosa now? I don't know. Is he still in the tribe? Who knows? A young buffalo named Little Strongheart, who we have no idea who plays her, who she's played by, explains to the ponies and Spike how the Appaloosan settlers have planted apple trees on their traditional stampeding grounds where their buffalo ancestors have run for many years. My father before me, his father before him, and his father before him, and his father before him. Loop, 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 worthy for Vine. It is freaking Vine-worthy if it just lasts 6 seconds. Anyway, when Rainbow Dash, Pinkie Pie, and Spike bring their new buffalo friends to talk to the Appaloosans and the rest of the ponies, the Appaloosans refuse to move their orchards, and the buffalo insist they will stampede on their intended path. Actually, here's the thing. They come back, they bring Little Strongheart to talk to Braeburn, they sort of are like, oh, you know what? I will stop what I'm doing. I don't agree with what they're talking about. I agree what you are talking about. Let's come to an agreement. That's literally just both of them right now. I don't know. Love interests? Who knows? And then it's mostly just Applejack and Dash just clashing at it. Just like, oh no, Appaloosan's headed first. No way, the buffalo. Just back and forth, back and forth. And then Pinkie comes in with, you gotta share, you gotta care, Amy's freaking song that she put in Dave's episode. And that's when the buffalo are just like, you know what? Screw this. This isn't working. This is the worst thing yet. And I honestly have to say, this is the worst thing that you've seen? You probably haven't seen the Cuba Crusader song. It's not good. I mean, great song, but just the performance. Ugh. Anyway, the buffalo charge toward the settler ponies at high noon, and the settlers defend themselves by throwing pies. Then Chief Thunderhoof is hit in the head with the settler's apple pie, and has a brilliant idea. Even though the pies are supposed to be like bullets and bombs and stuff like that. Also, freaking like anvil hidden in a stack of hay. Perfect. Freaking Looney Tunes. The buffalo will allow the settlers to keep their orchard in exchange for some of their delicious fruit. And then in parentheses it says, and pie with an exclamation mark. And then a period after the parentheses. The Appaloosans compromise by making a stampeding path through their orchards. Peace is established between the two groups, as well as the start of a new friendship built on understanding and sharing. Maybe things could have been different if Friendship is Magic was way back in like the 1800s. Maybe then things could have been different. Freaking Native Americans, man. And then the friendship lesson is this. Friendship is a wondrous and powerful thing. Even the worst of enemies can become friends. You need understanding and compromise. You've got to share, you've got to care. And then Pinkie pops in like, hey, that's what I said. Breaks the freaking fourth wall. Says, hey, that's what I said. Done. And thus, Pinkie is confirmed to break the fourth wall. People, including the kids, are probably just like, that was funny. But the parents are just like, or most of the bronies are just like, confirmed. Pinkie is now a confirmed wall breaker. And, yeah. So, that's it. What did I think of this episode? I think, again, this was one of the really good episodes. I honestly loved the song. It was a really powerful message. And honestly, overall, it was fun to watch. I give this one an 8.2 out of 10. Congratulations, Dave. You are really good on my list. So, that's it for this episode. Episode 21. Up next, 22, A Bird in the Hoof. And finally, for the first time, Princess Celestia, who I forgot to put at the beginning of the Dear Princess Celestia thing, but you guys knew that's why I wrote it, right? is actually a main character of the episodes. Finally. Also, pet time. Again. And when was this? This was the first time, I believe this is the first time, I want to say that this is actually the first time since Feeling Pinky Keen, with the introduction of Gummy, in the alligator in the tub meme. Which is basically the first time in 7 episodes that a pet, has been introduced. And the first time overall that a pet outside the main 6 has been introduced. Who have we gotten so far? Well, we've gotten Angel in episode 3. We have episode 4's Winona. I don't know exactly when Rarity's... I don't know exactly when Rarity had introduced us to Opal. But I am going to guess Suited for Success. Was Opal's first appearance. I don't know if that's a confirmation that I can have, but whatever. And, yeah. So that's just it. Those 3. Because Twilight, and then Pinky. Because Twilight and Dash have not had their pets yet. And now, here's Celestia with her pet. So, again, next episode, episode 22. And I'll see you guys for that episode later.